When most people picture the American Civil War, they imagine infantrymen in smoky fields with muskets and cannons. But the Civil War was also a time of revolutionary technology, nowhere more so than at sea. The introduction of ironclad warships forever changed naval warfare, ushering in the modern era of armored, steam-powered vessels. These floating fortresses were the cutting-edge weapons of their time, and they played a crucial role in the outcome of the war. What were ironclads? Ironclads were steam-powered ships covered in iron armor plating, making them nearly impervious to traditional cannon fire. Unlike the wooden sailing ships that had dominated navies for centuries, ironclads represented a bold leap forward in military technology. They were slower and heavier but far more durable, signaling the end of the wooden warship era. There were two main types of Civil War ironclads. Casemate ironclads, which had sloped armor and a central gun battery, like the CSS Virginia. Monitor-style ironclads, which featured a rotating turret for more flexible firepower, like the USS Monitor. The battle that changed everything. Hampton Roads, March 1862. The world watched in awe as two ironclads faced off for the first time in history during the Battle of Hampton Roads. The Confederate CSS Virginia, built from the remains of the captured USS Merrimack, wreaked havoc on Union wooden ships on March 8, 1862. It destroyed the USS Cumberland and USS Congress with ease. But the next day the Union's secret weapon arrived, the USS Monitor, a radically new ship with a revolving iron turret. The two ships fought for hours, blasting each other with cannon fire, but neither could claim victory. The battle ended in a draw, but the era of wooden navies was over. Every major navy in the world took notice. Advantages of ironclads. Ironclads offered several advantages over traditional wooden ships. Armor protection. Cannonballs bounced off their metal hulls. Steam power freed ships from reliance on wind, allowing for greater maneuverability. Innovative design. Rotating turrets, sloped armor and low profiles made them harder targets. These ships could challenge forts, break blockades and dominate rivers in ways wooden ships could not. Ironclads on the rivers and coasts. Beyond Hampton Roads, ironclads played a decisive role in Union campaigns, especially in river warfare. On the Mississippi River, Union ironclads like the USS Cairo supported General Grant's advance and were crucial in sieges like Vicksburg. In the South, Confederate ironclads tried to defend key ports, such as Charleston and Savannah, though they were often outnumbered and lacked industrial support. Ironclads were especially effective in amphibious operations, clearing rivers and supporting land troops from the water. Challenges and limitations. Despite their advantages, Civil War ironclads had significant flaws. Slow speed and poor maneuverability made them easy targets in some scenarios. Mechanical failures were common due to rushed construction. Visibility was often limited, and the interior could become extremely hot and toxic during combat. Some ironclads, like the USS Tecumseh, were lost to underwater mines called torpedoes at the time, highlighting the risks of early naval innovation. Legacy of the ironclads. The arrival of ironclads during the Civil War marked a turning point in naval history. Nations around the world abandoned wooden fleets and began investing in armored steamships. The Monitor and Virginia showed what the future of naval warfare would look like: armored, steam-powered, and heavily gunned. After the war, many Civil War ironclads were decommissioned and scrapped, but their influence lives on. The Monitor's turret design, for example, became standard on future warships, and the lessons learned in combat helped shape modern naval strategy. Ironclads were more than just war machines, they were symbols of a new age. In the midst of a war defined by 19th-century tactics, these ships offered a glimpse of 20th-century warfare. As high-tech marvels of their time, Civil War ironclads didn't just float, they revolutionized how battles were fought on the water.